Hey, 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 back again. I told you I'd be back, and I am. Let's talk about owning your authority. How is anyone going to do that without knowledge? Knowledge is just critical. Um, so, speaking of knowledge, let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about this. In my last video, I mentioned that the American Bar Association most important stated activities are the setting of academic standards. Let's see the date. I think that's on the next page here. No, sorry. Okay, here we go. The bar was founded. The American Bar Association was founded August 21st, 1878. And their most important stated activities are setting academic standards. All right, so in the description, I'm going to post a link. If you don't trust the link, just do your own search. This is with regards to an 8th grade final exam, 1895 in Salina, Kansas, USA. It was taken from the original document on file at the Smoky Valley Genealogical Society and Library in Salina, Kansas, and reprinted by the Salina Journal. Students were given 5 hours to complete the test. This is an 8th grade final exam. So, grammar. They get 1 hour. They got 7 things to answer here. Give 9 rules for the use of capital letters. Name the parts of speech and define those that have no modifications. Define verses, stanza, and paragraph. I don't know what stanza is. What are the principal parts of a verb? Give principal parts of lie, lay, and run. Define case. Illustrate each case. What is punctuation? Give rules for punctuation, marks of punctuation. Write a composition of about 150 words and show therein that you understand the practical use of rules of grammar. All right, arithmetic. There's 10, and they get an hour and 25 minutes to answer. U.S. history. They get 45 minutes to answer. Orthography. I gotta say, that's the first time I've ever seen that word that I can recall. They get 1 hour. What is meant by the following? Alphabet, phonetic, orthography, entomology, syllabication. What are elementary sounds? How classified? Now, in this country, we're graduating people that can't read and write. Graduating high school graduates that cannot read or write. The Bar Association's most important stated activities are setting academic standards. The bar is a private foreign entity. It is not licensed by any state. It is not licensed by the federal government. It is a private member association. This is just I'm lost for words. Actually, I'm not, but the words that I want to use and the things I want to say, I'm not going to do on a YouTube video. So, I've been talking to some people, and they've taken an interest in my situation and want to help. One fella, very nice man, is really pushing that I should have a trust. And I've been giving a lot of thought to this over the last couple of days. And I could set up a trust. I could set up a private member association like the bar, or like the American Medical Association, or like the American Dental Association, operate outside of government, have a constitution. But why would I want to do that? Why would I want to go through all of that when I have a trust? If you're an American, you have a trust. It's called your state's constitution. That is a trust indenture. That is a contract. Your governor, your legislator, your police, people in the library, all these people are public servants. Remember, natural law, creator, created man. In this country, we don't have a king or a queen or a monarch or a dictator. If we did, it would be natural law, dictator, monarch, king, queen, ruler, then man. We don't have that here. Natural law, common law. The man, the common man, drafted the state's constitution. It is a trust indenture. We are free, born free by nature. We have liberty. That means we don't ask permission. We don't need permission. We do as we please. We have a right to privacy and not to be interfered with in our private affairs unless we cause harm. If a man or a woman causes harm to another man or woman or their property, now we've got a problem. But if you haven't caused harm, there is no problem, and government needs to stay the heck out of your life, period. However, everything has been usurped. So, y'all know about the birth certificate. It's a fraud. Fraud eviscerates everything. How do you get control of your life? How do you get control of government? One of the first things we need is education. We need understanding. Now, I got people telling me, don't use the word person because that's a corporate entity. Don't use the word citizen. That's a corporate entity. Well, I'm here to tell you that the word citizen, the word person, was used long before the bar ever got their hands into our system. And they've bastardized those words in the legal. They've turned everything upside down, and their game is over. Their game is over. They're being exposed the world over. So knowledge is your key. If you're in the United States, read your state's constitution, bills of rights, declarations of rights. Follow Dave Jose, Dave Cares for You on YouTube. Get involved in his Telegram chat groups. Maybe join his private member association and get some fast learning. Where Dave and Josh are focusing their efforts now is in getting control of the grand jury. Our courts have been hijacked. Superior Court is where any taxpayer adult American citizen has standing for anything. But the superior courts are gone. I believe we should have a superior court in every county. We got one in Detroit, in Michigan, that I know of. I had an attorney tell me, well, I think there's one in New York. Where are the people's courts? How do we access the grand jury? Candace Taylor's running for governor. She's got an indictment or something that she wants to get to the grand jury foreman. She cannot access the grand jury foreman. So this is going to end. It's going to end soon. We're going to make sure it ends. So I'm going to put the link in the description for this 8th grade test. It's an 8th grade test. This is before high school, people. I couldn't pass it. I couldn't pass it. Maybe I'd be lucky to get a C- or a D+. I did a little bit of study on it. I could probably pass the test because it's not that hard. But it is if you don't know. So in the Bible it says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. It tells you that the lawyers will hide the knowledge. So we just need to get smart, and we got to get over fear. I see fear everywhere I go. People are so afraid of anything if they got to make a stand, if they got to make a comment, if they got to have a position. All this cancel culture, all this lying about America being racist, it's nuts. You get fake news, fake media, fear-mongering, stupid idiots doing stupid things. You got a bar attorney here in Michigan with his YouTube channel, like I said, Steve Lato's Law, going to tell you 10 things that aren't in the Constitution. Going to tell you God is not in the Constitution. He's going to tell you the Lord is mentioned in the preamble. I think that's what he says. But God is not mentioned in the Constitution. Mr. Lato, all states' constitutions have been ratified into the United States Constitution. Mr. Lato is going to tell you you have no right to privacy. This is a bar attorney giving you advice. I wouldn't listen to a bar attorney for nothing. I want nothing to do with that legal system. Natural law, common law, that's where you stand. Everything else is below you, unless you are a public servant, unless you have taken an oath. So we have a trust. We have the best trust. Inalienable rights, unalienable rights, liberty, freedom, privacy, and more. So that's what I wanted to say for this one. I'll be back a little bit later with more. Peace out. Love you all.